Why are the shaders prepping again? Did they update something? I don't know. Anyway, since I see we've got at least one person joining at this point. Hello again, this is Trice Majestus, and I'm just waiting for the game to load. There it is. Do we have everything? Everything's up. Okay, what do we do today? Back to open. I appreciate that. Sorry I'm a bit late. I didn't get my taxes submitted to the federal government until a few minutes ago. But at least that pain is partially over. Now I just gotta wait for them to accept it and then pay it. Ugh. Not a good year for that. Alright, so where am I? I'm in Heinlein Dock. Where is the Emerald Tablet? There it is. Make sure I'm empty. Which I am. Alright, let's see if we can unload the carrier. Ah, I was doing that just a short while ago. Not my favorite thing to do, but... it's not a bad way to get grade 5 materials. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, no. I did it again. Now, is that me, or have they changed something? I don't know. That's what I did.
Goodbye, Commander.
Crankshaft drive charging.
No shields, nothing to heat it up.
2, 1, engage.
And then when I came in, if I saw anything, I'd pop a heatsink. Good luck finding me then. Ha! Alright, so after we get the Emerald Tablet here configured, I want to try a few things. Or not configured, but emptied. So I think I found what I found out what I wanted to find out with trading. So exploration's a no-go, trading's a no-go. I can't see combat being worth using them at all. And with the nerfing of the mining payouts, I just can't see anybody owning one of these. Not only that, they're just not useful. And I think I see a way that I could strip anybody of money. Costs a little bit on my end, but I could strip anybody's account of money. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Where is it? Oh, you're kidding me.
Frameshift drive charging.
Megameters away? Are you kidding me?
4, 3, 2.
That's a pretty low heat build. It's lower than I did. But then again, the build I did, I would pop, disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
I'd pop a heat sink and go into negative heat territory. Just have my the cockpit ice over.
Welcome, Commander. Adherence to the speed limit is appreciated.
That was cool. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. Maintain an appropriate speed during approach.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected.
Docking accomplished. Clamps engaged. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
Alright, let's see how we're doing here. Well, certainly nobody's been doing anything to empty it. So which means I'm going to get about 10 runs. Ugh. That's not how to do it. God, this is slow. Well,
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I think no matter what carrier I get, I'm not going to be put. Well, I shouldn't say that. I might put Tritium Purchasing on there. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Can't wait till they fix a few of these bugs and get us around another round. But anyway, I entered in, well, I commented on a whole bunch of bugs that were already entered, and I entered in 2 new ones. Oh, hey, Lynn! Yay! Seriously? Oh, station approaches are completely busted. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Goliath, Tango, Romeo, India. Welcome to this federal facility. Please observe all standard docking procedures.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 2-5.
Cargo scope deployed. Cargo scope retracted.
meters from touchdown.
Power to weapons.
Routing power to weapons.
Stay on current course, Commander. Docking bay is prepped.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact. Power down systems.
That is correct. The carriers currently only exist in beta. And in some ways that's a good thing because the number of bugs they introduced in this... Oh my god. There's 44 pages of new bugs on their bug tracker. It's insane. And as a software engineer, I'm offended. It's you know, 44 page. That's just, you know, it's like 440 bugs. It's like, guys, do you whatever. Yep, exactly. And I'm not even sure what I'm going to test next. Because, I mean, obviously... Okay, so... You know, hauling cargo around... You lose more on maintenance than you can possibly make. Exploring, forget it. You'll lose the carrier before you get it anywhere. Mining, you might have some benefit doing mining. I don't know. I think probably not, given the way the prices fluctuate. So right now I'm thinking fleet carriers have absolutely no use in the game other than as expensive tchotchkes. They'll just sit in some system looking pretty, gathering dust, because there's just no gameplay usage to them at all. A large part of that, they'd become somewhat useful with lower maintenance, much lower, like 90% less maintenance. But still for exploring, exploring the fuel mining would take over most of your exploration time. It's just, so they'd have to fix that. I mean, there's just so much. There's just so much wrong. Don't know why they did this. But as someone who's not a dedicated miner, yeah. And for me, it's like, okay, this is a don't care item. I have been unable to find a use for them that covers their cost. The cost is just too much of a negative. Retract landing gear.
Docking class
Landing gear
observe
retracted.
station regulations on exit.
And what did they do with inertia? Holy crap. It's almost like they, raised the inertia on this ship by a factor of 10. It's crazy. Engage.
Frameshift drive charged.
Preparing to fold space.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
So as I said, I kind of did the math just roughly based on what my experience is here. And like I said, there's no way. There's just no way. I think the only way to get enough cash flow to not lose this within 3 months is to do near constant mining. And some people won't mind that, but they'll be making a lot less because they're, hauling around the boat anchor. And especially with the way mining prices are fluctuating with the new market mechanics and the nerfing of all of the double and triple hotspots. So now that I don't even know that a miner is going to be able to make the necessary money to keep one of these carriers going. Yeah, I'm basically finishing off the trader test, but I mean, the calculated amount from what I've done, a week of trading, you don't cover your upkeep costs. Well, I suppose, now here's something to consider. If I didn't have the ability to store ships on this, maybe it would. because that's an expensive module to have on there. So if I only had the base carrier, I wonder if I could make money trading. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
But that's still 10 mil per week of a boat anchor on your trading profits.
Welcome, Commander. Thank you for visiting.
I just don't know that it's worth it. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander.
Yeah, one of the front bays. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, don't overshoot it.
Docking complete. Ship is secure. Welcome, Commander.
We have an airlock malfunction on deck A. Maintenance units, please respond.
An airlock malfunction. Are you? Huh. I never bothered to try it. Nail something? Heck with it. It's so much faster.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And the numbers stay right.
Ship has departed. Move clear of the landing pad.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Scan detected.
Power to engines.
Routing power to engines.
Freight
I guess all the liners must be the same. They're all in the top 1%. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Udamaya, Tango, Romeo, India. It's a pleasure to have you at this federal station, Commander.
Says they're all also in the bottom 1%, but they don't want to advertise that. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Okay, Commander. Proceed to landing pad 2-5.
Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
For your convenience and
Landing
safety,
gear deployed.
pacification emplacements are active and tracking at this station.
Landing completed. Deploying ground crew.
Avoid unnecessary destruction. Do not block the access corridor. This station operates under a docking reservation policy. Make sure you have authorization before...
I have no idea if I'm even going to be able to offload the carrier completely tonight. I love that.
Ship
Hi, Emerald Tablet.
Station regulations on exit.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Fly safely. Reduce your speed beside the
Power to engines.
Routing power to engines.
Frameshift drive charging.
You have exceeded the station exclusion zone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
The blue zone does not bring you in at a good speed, that's for darn sure. What'd you do, just load up the beta? Come back here! Are you kidding? I can't turn around to get to it. Ah, okay. Seriously, what the hell? Yeah, I gotta pull a little bit further away from it? Can't get there from here. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Welcome, Commander. I hope you are in good health.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Cargo scoop deployed. Landing gear deployed. Cargo scoop retracted. Scan detected.
Be on the lookout for smuggler traffic in the area.
Docking confirmed. Engines shutting down. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
It is the ship you were in when they took the snapshot, like the 26th of last month.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ship release confirmed.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive
Bon voyage. Okay. Sure. Ah, do you think I might have a pie rant? Yeah, and you'd probably still be out in deep space. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Gudamaya, Tango, Romeo, India. Welcome to this federal facility. Please observe all standard docking procedures.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Okay, Commander, you are go for approach to pad 39er.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear
Regulate
attracted.
speed until clear of exclusion zone. You have exceeded the station exclusion zone. FFC signing off.
Frameshift drive charging.
Spooling FTL engines and preparing for jump.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
NPCs shooting each other, yeah. Welcome back. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Welcome, Commander. Remain aware of other jets in your vicinity.
What did he just say? I may have to go back and listen to that. I think I got a bit of a snarky controller there. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander.
Oh, that's right, too. You're watching it at work.
Deep space scanner function is optimal. We should be able to locate what we need pretty quickly.
Deploy landing gear.
You must deploy your landing gear, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking accomplished. Clamps engaged. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
I think it's "Can I be your daddy?" or something like that. I think it's just a snarky comment one of the developers put in there.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ramp disengaged. Move clear of the landing pad.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Launch successful. Good luck, Commander.
They're still there, but they're different now. And I don't think they're quite as profitable.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Well, it used to be great because, you'd carry the passengers from, one system to the next. They were either going to work or they were going to heading to address the famine or something like that. And they were reasonably profitable missions, but those ones don't exist anymore. Now it's all tourist missions. Used to be you could go out to Cios with just a whole slew of economy cabins. They would all combine into a single cabin, just fill it up with workers. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Good money, good rank. Now it's all tourist.
Tango, Romeo, India. Welcome to this federal facility.
Open
Please
hailing
observe all
frequencies.
standard docking procedures.
Requesting docking permission.
Access approved. Proceed to landing pad 3-2.
Scan detected.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Oops, I hit a building.
Contact. Deploying ground crew.
Nope, won't do anything for you. fact, unless they change something, I don't know how much longer I'm going to test in the beta. I think I'm going to go back to the real game. Because, quite frankly, I just don't see any reason. But we'll see. Maybe they'll change something.
Ship release. Regulate speed until clear of
Retract
exclusion
landing gear.
zone.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Now, why is it drifting like that? Ship seems to pick up strange amounts of inertia.
Scan detected. Frame drive charging.
All clear.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Quite frankly, if they don't do something, they'll have they'll have a couple commanders like Commander Exegius, and he'll be doing it just to, because he does a tutorial for everything in the game. Although maybe he won't buy it, and he'll just say, well, yeah, there are carriers, but just don't. That would be my tutorial for it, unless they change stuff. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Welcome, Commander. Communications are open if you require docking access.
Actually, I think since the you could get away with just the base carrier at 10 mil a week. But no, you're still not going to cover it with trading. Again, it's just a trophy. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. You are welcome to approach, Commander.
Scan detected.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking confirmed.
Yeah, and a lot of times the things the better commodities, you have to ferry it up from a planet to sell it to a station. And then, of course, there has to be a way to, well, I suppose a third-party tool you could announce where your station's going to be and what you'll be selling and for how much and what the local market is, etc. But I just can't see doing it. You know, I figure I'm going to make a little less than 10 mil a week trading like this, because of the amount of time it takes to fill the carrier, the amount of time it takes to unload the carrier, and the amount of time you have to go searching for, well, go mining tritium. So you're never going to cover cost, even on the base carrier. You just can't cover cost. So, whatever.
Landing gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Yeah. Yeah, I could make enough for just the base upkeep of the carrier with no extra modules. Oops. To cover about 10 weeks worth of maintenance. But as soon as I start loading it up with modules I'm going to need for how I really want to use it, it just gets too expensive too quickly. There's just no way to cover. Hello, Commander Josky. Welcome back. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Maya, Tango, Romeo, India. Welcome to this federal facility. Please observe all standard docking procedures.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Authorization cleared. Make your way to landing pad 09er. Ship-to-ship collisions will result in a fine, Commander. Be careful.
You know, that really has to stop happening.
Reports of heavy traffic within the area. Maintain safe clearance distance.
Scan detected. Scan detected. Under attack. Scan detected.
This is a speed-restricted zone. Throttle down immediately.
I got the fine. He jumps in on top of me and I get the fine. That's fucking stupid. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Now I'm flying angry.
Landing completed. Disembark when ready.
And it's not like that's a new problem. No, they were shooting at somebody else, and the other person ducked behind me, and then they shot me. Because, well, the other guy ducked behind me, so they shot me. Fucking... They should give me recompense for that bullshit not finding me. Anyway. Not only that, but they jump in on the inside the no-fire zone. I mean, hello. That's just the game punishing you for going into a station. I hope a lot of these bugs don't get ironed out before they launch
Docking clamps retracted. Regulate
with the
speed.
carriers.
Clear of exclusion zone.
I may take a month or two off. Play the hunter for a bit. Because the game, the way it is now, with all of the navigation bugs and all the other stuff, it's really not even worth playing the game so much broken right now. It's insane. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
You have the all clear? Watch your six, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I should look, see when they're going to do the updates. Well, they've certainly made some changes to the flight dynamics, I'll say that. Completely messed them up. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Welcome, Commander. I hope you are in good health.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. Maintain an appropriate speed during approach.
That was a more normal message. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed. hold at maximum capacity.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
You have departed the no-fire zone. We hope to see you again,
Friction
Commander.
drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Gudamaya, Tango, Romeo, India. It's a pleasure to have you at this federal station, Commander.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access approved. Proceed to landing pad 2-4.
Scan detected. Cargo scan retracted.
Decrease your speed to 100. Maintain current course, Commander.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
This station operates under a docking reservation policy. In order to ensure you have authorization before attempting to disembark.
Landing completed. Ground crew have been dispatched.
Landing gear
regulations
retracted.
on exit.
And safety. Pacification engagements are active or interactive.
They've done something with the inertia calculation. There is definitely something wrong with it.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. Goodbye, Commander.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Stop it. No yawning. No fighting. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Welcome, Commander. This carrier is currently accepting docking requests.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander.
Seismic charge detonators need a few head checks. You don't want to be launching duds out there.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking accomplished. Ship is secure. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ship has departed. Launch underway.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Engage.
Frameshift drive charging.
Preparing to fold space.
Departure complete.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Gudamaya, Tango, Romeo, India. Federal Flight Control would like to welcome you to this facility.
Yeah, there's a lot of junk missions. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Authorization cleared. Proceed to landing pad 2-5.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
500 meters from touchdown.
Deployed.
This station operates a zero-tolerance policy towards criminal infractions. Obey station law.
Landing completed. Disembark when ready.
You can use on a PC. You can use any controller you want. I'm using throttle, stick, and foot pedals. Some people use controllers. Some people use keyboard and mouse. And I'm sure there are other combinations that folks use. The PC is certainly the most flexible platform, just because of the sheer number of different types of controllers you can use.
Be aware of oncoming traffic in the access corridor.
Plus I have voice attack and the IX-4C head and eye tracker. So I've got lots of controls. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Oh, wow. I think we've reached a record tonight. 9 simultaneous viewers. That's awesome. I certainly appreciate having everybody along for the ride. Well,
You have the all clear. Goodbye, Commander.
the one thing
Drive charging.
if you just finished building a computer, you've probably built one better than the one I'm running it on right now. I mean, I could build the computer that I've got right now for probably $500, maybe less. This is the computer I've got now it cost me $1,400 to make 4 or 5 years ago. So, you know, figure that what you will. It's you could probably make the same thing for $500 or less right now, and it's playing the game just fine. Not only that, but it's doing it with, you know, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 different controllers going into different USB ports. Plus VoiceX, plus not VoiceX, voice attack. Disengage.
Leaving hyperspace.
Oh, I hate it when I do that. This card is a NVIDIA GTX 770. It was a middle-of-the-road card 4 years ago. You can get by with this game with a mediocre video card by today's standards. Engage.
Frameshift drive
Charging FTL.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Welcome, Commander. Remain aware of other ships in your vicinity.
Yeah, you're gonna rock this game. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted.
I don't see you having any problems at all. That machine's far more powerful than what I'm running it on, and I'm streaming. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Docking successful. Engines shutting down. Hello, Commander. How may we assist you?
God, that's far. I would love to have that much computer at this point.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, and it's still. Oh my God, you get the same amount of RAM that I do. Twice the SSD. Better video card. You're not going to have any problems with this. It's one thing I like about the way they programmed it. It downgrades, if you've got substandard hardware, it really does a good job scaling down. The source graphics for this game, having actually seen them, it's 4K source. So this is all downsampled from 4K. Right now I'm running on a 2K monitor. It's absolutely stunning.
Disengage. Move clear of the landing pad.
Yeah, that's about right. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
When I build a PC for gaming, half of my budget goes into the graphics card. Whatever my budget is, half of it goes to the graphics card. because that's what matters.
Launch successful. We hope to see you again, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
You know, so if you're talking a $1,400 computer, that's a $700 graphics card, and then $700 for the rest of the machine. And that's the way you budget it. Yeah. So the machine looks like the machine you've built is a step up from the one I'm running it on right now. So yeah, it's gonna be just fine. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Gudamaya, Tango, Romeo, India. Submit a docking request, and a landing pad will be reserved for you, Commander.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Deploy landing gear. Open
Landing
hailing
gear
frequencies.
deployed. Requesting docking permission.
Access approved. You are go to approach pad 40.
Retract landing gear.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Space brakes.
Scan detected.
Moderate traffic around this station. Regulate speed.
Oh, I did actually get the I thought for a second that I didn't request the docking. Alright, I'm going to 40. Go. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking completed. Deploying ground crew.
Skyrim. How many mods did you load to crash Skyrim on that? Oh my god. Because you're not going to crash it on vanilla, that's for darn sure.
Docking coupler disengaged. Observe
Landing gear
station
retracted.
regulations on exit.
Oncoming traffic in the access corridor. Observe minimum clearance distance.
Clear of station perimeter. FFC signing off.
Frameshift drive charging.
You shouldn't be crashing it with only 2 mods unless the mods are messed up. Oh, I got the align with trajectory bug again.
3,
How nice.
1, engage.
I'm running with cutting room floor, and about 10 other mods, and I'm not having a problem. I don't have rebuilding Helgen though, so that may be one of the ones giving you the problem. Well, that's certainly true. And it is a Bethesda game. I mean, they put in plenty of crashes on their own without having to screw it up with mods. I've heard of that one. Haven't tried it yet. But I've got Immersive Citizens. I've got... Oh, geez, I got a whole list. Come on. Fine, I'll fly away from it and come back. They have done something really wacko with the inertial models. I don't understand how to fly anymore. Look at that! And now it's right behind me. Oh my god. Yeah, you know, I've got like between Skyrim and Special Edition, I've got I think 1,500 hours. Okay, there it is. The beta, oh my god. No, I do not have Star Trek Bridge Crew. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Welcome, Commander. I hope you are in good health.
Oh, he hopes I'm in good health this time. Excellent. He's certainly got a lot of different things he says. 200, oh my god. I have 2.5 times that on just the base normal Skyrim. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander.
Deploy landing gear.
Scan detected.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed. Scan detected.
Docking complete. Ship has docked. Welcome, Commander.
Well, if you play this game a couple of days, you won't be past the tutorials.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
That's one thing about this game. You actually have to learn to fly these ships. And it's one of the things that's annoying me right now is they've changed the inertia on at least the bigger ships. And it's messing me up, messing with my head bad. Yeah, the ship suddenly has some really strange inertial movements, which it's never had before.
Released. Ship departure confirmed.
I mean, it's always had a bunch of inertia, and I got used to it. So I know basically how to fly, but they've changed something in the calculations. Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing gear retracted.
Well, I don't play Skyrim as much as I used to.
Good luck, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right now I'm trying to, when I'm not playing Elite, I'm trying to get all of the
1.
achievements for Civ 6. At some point I'll take a rest from that and go back to the Hunter. That's a fun game. It's a good companion to this one. Oof. That's a lot of screen real estate. Well, the last time I looked at it, I wasn't impressed, but it's been a couple years. It's probably, I hear it's a lot better now than it was. Might be worth a second look. But here's the thing. you know, if you look at No Man's Sky, Star Citizen, EVE Online, disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
The one thing all of those lack is a
Gudamaya, Tango, Romeo, India. It's a pleasure to have you.
level of realism of flight that is the big selling point for this game. This game is the first. Hold on a second. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Access approved. Land on pad 2-5.
This game is the first ever really, really good spaceship flight simulator. And we go at 25. Deploy landing gear.
Engine 25.
And they fly like a spaceship should. They don't fly like a glorified plane. Which is the problem a lot of the early ones had, is they were either a glorified plane or I don't know what some of them were, but they were horrible.
Docking completed. Power down systems.
Yeah. You know, No Man's Sky is a first-person shooter that happens to have spaceships. EVE Online is spreadsheet game. What was the other one? Star Citizen? I forget what that one was compared to the others. But it didn't have this experience. The experience of flying a spaceship with anything even close to a realistic flying model. And that's what this game, hands down, beats all the others. And I just love flying spaceships, which is why I'm going to be in this game practically forever. Retract landing gear.
Docking coupler disengaged.
Landing
Depart when
gear
ready,
retracted.
Commander.
I will probably play this game for as long as the servers are up, just to fly spaceships. You know, it could be in this, you know, compensated computer-aided flight mode, which is a lot like a fly-by-wire system. Or I can go to flight assist off it and fly it with pure Newtonian control. And it's just, yeah!
Flight assist on.
You have the all clear. Goodbye, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ha! Yeah, well. Each of the games have their own pricing mode. Oh, I didn't change my destination. Yeah, if I hit... Is there a non-atmospheric planet around here? Yeah. Here, let me stop what I'm doing and show you what I mean. Oops. Ah, stupid approach. I don't know what X4 is, so... Not one I've been looking at. to go over to the daytime side so we can see this a little better. Hey, I can do the canyons.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh, cool. This is crazy. Alrighty. Let's see if we can cause some problems. Oh yeah, getting down close to the ground with a ship the size of a soccer stadium. Professional soccer stadium. Oh, and they really mucked with the physics. Awesome! I'm getting a lot of inertia here. Wee-hoo! Let's hope I don't crash it. Oh, I hit. Thank goodness for shields. But yeah, I could tell they've definitely changed the inertial equations because I'm doing a lot of side slip on this. Power to shields.
Routing power to shields.
So I'm doing about 510, 515 meters per second. Getting a lot of slip. And actually, this may actually be a little more realistic. I'm just going to have to get used to the inertia. It's all bought through game credits. The only thing you can get paying cash is cosmetic stuff. go to the external camera. Let's see, how do I change? Let me pull up a little bit so I don't crash. Let me see if I can find out how to change the camera location. I never set this up, so camera. So next in previous camera. So why don't I do that? All right, let's oh, that's that's cool. I've never done that before. Look at all these camera angles. Oh, I don't like that angle at all. Movie theater mode. That's funny. It's not where I want the camera, though. That's too bad. I want it... Well, let's see if there's anything else I can do with the camera. Yeah, they don't have the camera I want. That's too bad. Ah, well. That's too bad. I wanted to put it up and behind. Yeah, but in camera free mode? Here, do it. See, now I can control the camera, but I'm not controlling the ship because I don't have it set up that way. So I'm going to have to play with that at some point. Oops, I turned the night vision on. No, this is not... Well, you buy the game, and after that, the only thing you have to buy is... or there's actually nothing else you have to buy. You just buy the game and play. Yeah, the Horizons upgrade is pretty close to a must-have these days. Not really. You can play the game without it, but you get a lot more if you buy the Horizons upgrade. Definitely well worth it because you can do this. And if you like flying, this is just, it's awesome. Power to engines.
Routing power to engines.
Now that my shields are recharged. Wow, that's a lot of inertia. They've definitely changed the inertial model. This ship has a lot more inertia than it did. Well, I'll just have to take that into account while flying. While I'm figuring it out, be thankful for shields. Wow. At 520 kilometers per second, oh sorry, 520 meters per second, being within 100 meters of the ground is something. Whee! Yeah, but they've definitely changed they've changed the amount that of inertia that's applied in the beta. There's much more inertia, which, I mean, realism. Oh, I clipped the ground. I think it's getting more realistic this way. I'm just not used to it yet. I'm definitely gonna have to get used to all this extra inertia because I've, side slipping a lot.
Flight assist off.
I'm not good with FA off. No way, I'm gonna crash if I do it.
Flight assist off.
I need to get a lot better. Very twitchy.
Flight assist on.
Anyway. Where was I going? Do I have any cargo? Nope, my cargo's empty. Alright, back to the Emerald Tablet.
Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Warning. Temperature critical.
But boy, I love taking ships down on the deck. It's just so much fun. Did you mean it, Lynn? Did you mean in general, or which ones are on that planet? Because it looked like there were some things on there that I flew by. Oh wow, it's 10:30 already. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, let's go dock at the tablet. No, I don't have auto docking on this. Not on this ship. Actually, I don't think I have it on any ship. I usually find other things to do with that slot. Yeah, not sure what was there, but I was basically there just to fly those canyons. But boy, the inertial model is going to it's going to take a lot of getting used to with the changes they made to it. I usually just run out of slots to put stuff in before I go down the priority list far enough to put it in there. Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Welcome, Commander. A no-fire zone is in effect around this carrier.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Docking request accepted. Proceed to your designated path, Commander.
And there's my emerald tablet. I hope they have a green paint job. I want to have it paint green. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Scan detected. Landing gear deployed.
Deep space scanner function is optimal. We should be able to locate what we need pretty quickly.
Docking confirmed. Ship is secure. Welcome to this carrier, Commander.
All right, how much? So I've got 5 more runs left. I'll have to do those tomorrow night. Alrighty. Well, folks, it's a half an hour past my bedtime. And since I actually have work in the morning, be safe, John. Gunshots outside is not a very comfortable thing. Dude, be careful. People are nuts these days. Anyway, I've done this as long as I can for tonight. I will continue tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, as usual. Thank you very much for coming along for the ride. I really do appreciate having people here. It really makes it a lot more enjoyable for me, and I assume for other people. No problem. Glad to provide. Maybe one of these nights I can get one of the smaller, more maneuverable ships and put it down on a planet and show you what what a maneuverable ship does, rather than this big beast. Um, it's A-rated at this point, so it's relatively maneuverable for a ship of its size. But if you're from, if you've ever seen a professional football stadium, which is bigger, sorry, a professional soccer stadium, and as the Europeans call it, football, which is actually larger than a U.S. football stadium. This beast barely fits within one. The thing is huge. Well, I do, you know, it's a funny thing. When I play a game, I try and learn as much about it as I can. There's a YouTube video out there which has the relative sizes of these ships, and it's just like, wow, they're huge. Anyway, I do have to get to bed. So I will catch you all you folks another time. It's great to have you along. Like I said, we'll pick this up tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus, signing out.